And I was, oh my God, I have a story to say. I have a story to tell. I have a story to tell. So I went to Vegas for ALA one year, and I was with a group of librarians, and none of us are from anywhere near California or Vegas or anything. And one of them was like, ooh, let's go to In-N-Out because, you know, we're here. It's here. We're from the East Coast. We're never going to see it again. Let's go. Some hoe bag in our group was like, I'm a vegetarian. So we did not go. We went to like Tim McGraw's Crab Shack or some bullshit. My one chance to go to In-N-Out was thwarted by a vegetarian. Hey everybody, it is Sunday. It is a new week. Happy Independence Day to all the Americans watching. And I have started a new book today because I'm off Monday. Monday is the 4th. I do not work. And this week I will be vlogging The Black Sun by Rebecca Roanhorse. Roanhorse? One of those. I have heard lots of good things about this book. It has won hell of awards. I'm very excited. Oh, it's an Alex Award winner. I did not know that. Oh, cool. Okay, so the Alex Award, if you watch my vlogs, which once again, nobody does, I often tell you what ALA awards are. Hi, I'm Dawn. I'm a librarian. I work at a public library. I am a teen librarian, and I am a part of ALA. ALA is American Library Association, and they give their own book awards. And the Alex Award is given to, right? I think that's what the Alex Award is. If I'm wrong, then I'm going to take this part out. But the Alex Award is given to an adult book that has teen appeal. So a crossover book, if you will. So I think this one, well, it won the Alex Award. That's what I'm thinking the Alex Award is. I don't think the Alex Award is LGBTQ+. I think it's for crossover books. Anyway, I am reading The Black Sun. I am excited. I've heard tons of good things. I have actually started already. I am on page 83 and I am loving it. This has 5-star potential. I'm not quite sure exactly what this book is about because once again, I do not read synopses. So this book has 3 characters. The first one is Ziala, and she is a sailor and she has been tasked to transport our second character, Sarapayo, hopefully I'm saying that right, to the town of Tova. She doesn't really know why. She just knows that she got paid, hunty, and they like, I need you to take him to Tova. She's like, will do. And then our third person who is already in Tova, and her name is Narampo, and she is a priest. And once again, I have 5 rules of fantasy. I did a video about 5 rules of particularly YA fantasy, but this is a crossover, so it works for this one. And one of those rules is never trust the holy man. The holy man is gonna fuck ya. Narampo is a holy man, holy woman, and she is trying to get the people of the world, or her world, to fall in favor of the priesthood, because for some reason they haven't quite specifically said what happened, but for some reason people hate the priests, so they're like, let's go on a little pilgrimage, not pilgrimage, let's go on a little tour and wave to the people to let them know we're your friend, we're not your enemy. And that is her mission in life, is to get the people to not fear the priesthood anymore. I'm only on page 83. These 3 characters have not met yet, but I'm excited because there was one little line that was mentioned. Is it on the back? Yes, it's on the back, so I can say it. Well, I'm not gonna say it. Ooh. But yeah, so it's the last sentence of the description. So yeah, that's got me intrigued immensely. I love a good supervillain, anti-hero. I love a villain in a book. That's my favorite. If you can write an exceptional villain, chances are I'm gonna give you a 5-star. It is July 3rd, so I'm gonna go to the grocery store today and I'm gonna go get myself some ice cream from Culver's. If you don't have Culver's, first of all, I'm sorry, But Culver's is our equivalent to In-N-Out / Steak and Shake. Not Steak and Shake, Shake Shack. Steak and Shake is disgusting. Shake Shack.
Thank you for what can I make fresh for you today?
Can I have a medium concrete mixer with chocolate ice cream, Oreo, and hot fudge?
Oreo and hot fudge. Okay, anything else for you today?
That's all.
534, you can pull around for me.
It is Tuesday, the day after Independence Day. Okay, so you probably already heard about the shooting in Highland Park. I live about 15 minutes away from Highland Park, so that was very close to home. I had a relative whose child was not in that parade, but they were in the neighboring town's parade. So just, anyway, yeah, that was a tragedy. But today I am at work. I had the day off, which like most of you did, and I am still reading The Black Sun by Rebecca Roanhorse. I have not done an update in 2 days. That's my bad. I am on page 337. I'm at the home stretch. Got less than 100 pages. Nope, I don't. I have a little bit more than 100 pages left. And I am really enjoying this book. I have to tell ya, I'm about to go out there and pick up book number 2. That's how much I likes this book. I would say out of 10 series that I start, I probably only finish 1. So I'm at like a 10% of series finishing. And this series, Dawn will be finishing because this is great. This is my type of jam. I don't know if it's gonna get a 5 though. Oh, there's one thing that's bothering me. First of all, let me talk about the things that I enjoy, because there are tons of things that I enjoy. First of all, I like it when a story starts at the end. So this book starts at the end, and as the story progresses, things start to make sense. Like the ending makes absolutely no sense. Who is this woman and why is she doing this to this woman? And is this ritualistic? Is she trying to kill her? Like, what is happening here? You have no idea. But as the story starts to progress, you learn who the characters are. You learn what's happening at the end of the story that started at the beginning, essentially. I'm not quite sure I know. I'm not at the point where it's all been revealed, but I do have some theories. I love a non-linear plot. I like it when books go back and forth, because that's an interesting way of foreshadowing and revealing vital information without info dumping. And it's also just fun to come across something and be like, oh my God, that is why that person did that, because the other person did that. Like, I love that. I am having one issue that is probably keeping me from giving it a 5 at this point. One of the main characters, Narampa, she is either, you're not quite sure if she's either paranoid or if people are out to get her, which is great. That's how she should be written. But I feel like the out to getting happened too quickly. So the pacing in her chapters is too quick. I think there's a reason for that. I don't think that that was a whoopsie on Rebecca, the author. I think a lot of stuff has been in the works for a really long time. So when we meet Narampa, the ne'er-do-wells around her have been working behind the scenes for a long time, and that we're gonna get to that chapter of that. And so when we come to the story, we're at the end of their ne'er-do-welling. So I think that's what's happening. If that's the case, then we're back up too close to being a 5. Right now, it's about a 4.5. I'm pulling for you, Rebecca, to get a 5, man. I haven't given a 5 in so long. I want to so bad, man. I want to so badly. I love all the characters. I like the world. It took me a while to get used to the world, because I'm like, okay, we have sky clans and dry earth and I'm like, what is happening? Like, what? I was confused for a second. And then this is where I was really confused, and I'm kind of ashamed of myself. I'm kind of stupid. There's a character in here, Iktan. And when Narampa was talking about Iktan, she kept saying Z and Zir, or Chi and Chair. I don't know. I think the X has a ch sound in their alphabet. So she just kept saying Chi and Chair. And I'm like, what is that? Is that like their shadow? Is Chi like a servant that I didn't remember reading? I was so fucking confused for almost half the book. And then I looked up what Chair is, X-I-R. It's just a genderless pronoun, Dawn. It's just another gender that they have in this world. And what I liked about that is that Rebecca did not explain that at all. She wasn't like, Chi is a genderless pronoun. We have 3 genders in this society and Chi is one of them. No, she was just like, I'm just gonna let these hoes figure it out on their own. Oh man, but yeah, so today, what am I doing today? It's a short week, hallelujah. I have, how many programs? Two. I have 2 programs this week. We're making tube bracelets, which I do not have an example of anymore, whatever. Tube bracelets, it's retro day. Yeah, retro day. And they're just like tubing that you can like get glitter in there. And we have an escape room, a mobile escape room coming, because making escape rooms are a bitch. I'm not doing it ever again. I've done a couple. It's a lot of work, a lot of staff, and I don't feel like doing it. So I hired someone to do it for me. And there's a truck that comes out and has an escape room in the truck. And we're doing that this week. However, nobody is really registered and it was really expensive. So I'm gonna have to like work some librarian magic to get some people in this freaking escape room. Have that. I have to do a new book display today. And today I'm actually going to put in some effort. Usually I just stick up a flyer and be like, here you go. Cause I freaking hate making displays. But displays like entice people to check out books. So I'm gonna do one. I am going to do a Stranger Things display. So it'll be like a bulletin board, and then there'll be books that are like, if you love Stranger Things, then read this. So I'm gonna do that, and I'm going to take you with me so you can see the process of me attempting to make a good display. It won't be good, it'll be shit. I'm gonna go to work now. And it was at this moment when I realized that I could have copied and pasted this.
feeling high.
On page, so I grab it. Ouch. Oh, that was my elbow. 415, almost done. There's only 450 pages only. I am at the climax. It's all happening. Everything is converging. That was a joke. If you read it, you got it. I don't know how I feel about this book. It's so close. It's so close to being perfect, but it's not quite. It's not quite. I don't know why everybody wants to kill the Sun Priest. And I don't know if I missed it. If everybody has their own reason. Well, I know why one group of people want her dead. I'm not quite sure why another group of people want her dead. And why do so many people want her dead? Why? She's just a woman. Why does everybody want her dead? I will probably finish. It's just missing this much. It's missing this much. What is in between my fingers? I don't know. But whatever it is, that's what it's missing. Good morning. Do you like my camera trick? I know, it's amazing. I should win an Oscar. It is Wednesday and I have finished my book. Oh Lord, my lashes are a hot mess. Don't look at my lashes, please. Don't get too close. It's terrible. I'm still a newbie at falsies. I'm still learning and I'm not doing a very good job. My journey is not going well with these falsies. You came here for book talking and I have finished. What's the name of that book? God, I have literally forgotten the name of that damn book. Black Sun. Ooh. And I'm gonna give it a 4. I'm so disappointed. And it wasn't the ending that did it for me. It was like after I put the book down and I thought about it, I was like, yeah, I can't even give this a 4.5. I am that broad that compares books. And for this book, I was going to compare it to the last really good fantasy that I read, which was Jade City. I gave that a 4.5. And it was nowhere near as good as Jade City. So I couldn't even give it a 4.5. At one point, I was going to give it a 4.35, which is stupid. But at one point, it was better than a 4, but not as good as a 4.5. So I was like, yeah, let's do 4.35. But then at that ending, I was just like, no. After I thought about it, it wasn't the ending that did it for me. It was just the overall book that did it for me. And here's why. For one thing, the entire aspect of the book, the characters, the world, the conflict, it was this close to being great. It was just not quite good enough. Roan Horse is a good writer, but she's not a great writer. She's pretty good. Making sure people are coming in here. She's good, but she's not great, unfortunately. And that's what ultimately did it for me. Like, for example, the character Narampo, she had a pretty good premise. And it's a typical girl from the wrong side of the tracks premise who wants to be somebody. That is an archetype. In a different video, I talked about how to choose a really good book when you're at the bookstore. Go check that video out. I'll link it somewhere below. And I was talking about archetypes versus stereotypes. And Narampo is an archetype. She's great. but not, she's good, I should say, but not great. She is not from a Sun clan. I think I'm getting all this shit wrong, but anyway, she's not from a Sun clan, but she's a priest, which is like the tippy top of the tippy top. And she wants so badly to be accepted. But what the author did not do is she didn't really write the story so that you as the reader understood that not being a Sun clan member was a bad. Like, it's a ism. It's not like racism or anything. It's like a clanism. If you're not a part of a clan, then you're going to be discriminated against. But the author didn't really show that in the story. She just kind of told us through one little story, and a couple of other times it was mentioned, but it was never really shown. I never felt it. As a Black woman who experiences microaggressions all the time, I would have been able to relate to her, but because I never felt any ism toward her, it was just really hard to consider her to be a great character. It was just because it didn't affect her like I felt like it should. I don't know if I'm making any sense. So there's a character, Aba, and she would just do little things to kind of just nitpick at her, just pick. And one thing she would do is she would call her Nara instead of Narapo. Nara is a name that only her family would say, and she no longer has a family. So it would pick at her when she did it, and she was doing it on purpose. Something like that. That's a microaggression. If Aba had done a little bit more microaggressions toward her not being clan made, that would have made her a little bit more of a well-developed character, if that makes any sense. I know it took me a lot just to get me there. The same thing with Serapio. Serapio is kind of an anti-hero. We're not sure if he is a villain or if he's just a regular old dude who has a mission. And now Serapio's mission, his whole life, is I hope that's not a spoiler. Wait, let me check. I'll be back. I'm gonna go check Goodreads. There's my thumb. Checking on Goodreads. Checking on Goodreads. Do you guys like my singing? I'm not like in a church choir or anything like that. I never was. I didn't go to church. I grew up as a Jehovah's Witness. We didn't have choirs. I think some Jehovah's Witness congregations have choirs, but ours did not. So if you were saying to yourself, wow, that girl's voice is amazing, she should be a professional singer, it is not because I started in a church choir, which a lot of Black people kind of do. Stereotype. All right, let me see. So that was a spoiler, what I said. You didn't hear it because I cut it out. But yeah, that was a spoiler. Okay, so Serapio is, we're not sure if he's a villain or if he's just some dude. However, he has a mission of his own, and his mission, the way it's written, it's like the reader should either be rooting for Serapio, we should either be rooting for him or we should hate him, because he is a villain and he's doing bad things to characters that we like. So as the reader, I should either be like, he's awesome, do your business, sir, or I should be like, no, I love that character, don't kill them, please. But as a reader, I never felt that way. I was just like, whatever, do what you gotta do, man. I don't care. It's not that I didn't care, but I didn't feel any type of way about it. I was just like, I could tell that the book is written for the reader to have a strong connection to a character and to be conflicted towards certain characters. We should have some sort of feeling about if we want a character to live or die. And if they die, we should be sad about it. But she didn't do that. And so I had to lower my rating because of that. She just didn't do what she intended to do. Another thing I had, and I don't know if this is a plot hole or if this is just me not being a good reader, which happens sometimes, and I didn't skip read. I am a skip reading queen. I didn't skip reading this book. However, I don't know if this is a plot hole or not, or if I just missed it, but the Sun Priest, Narapo, and the Sun Priest's job is to be an oracle. And what they do is, you know what an oracle is. And prior to now the people have lost favor of the priest. They don't like the priest anymore. They feel like it's outdated. It's like, whatever, this oracle business, this star reading business is all bullshit. I don't care. That's the new generation. The old generation, however, was all about the Sun Priest, and they wanted their kids to have their star charts read, and the oracles would like tell certain people their future or whatever. Cool. So there is a character, a pretty big, she's not a major character in the book, but she's a major person in the world. She dies. And I feel like Narapo is a new Sun Priest. So her predecessor, this woman is kind of older. She's like 60 or something. And she would have been a part of the generation that was like, yay, Sun Priest. And her parents would have been like, woohoo, Sun Priest, read the stars from a baby. What's my baby's future? She would have known, I feel like, and she did know her future because she told somebody. But it's like, how come Narapo didn't know that? Somebody had to tell this woman. I'm assuming an oracle told this woman, however old she was when she was a baby, she was told, her parents were told, or at some point in her life, she had her chart read and the Sun Priest told her at that point. I don't know. But how come it wasn't written down somewhere for the next Sun Priest to have access to? You know, when you leave a job and you document all your passwords for the next person? Like, I feel like that should have happened. Narapo should have known what's going to happen to this very important character. Plot hole, or Dawn isn't a good reader. Who knows? Who knows? If you read the book, let me know. I don't know. Happy Thursday. Today, I'm going in a little bit late today because I have a program tonight. Hopefully people show up this time. They didn't show up last week. Severed Star. This is book 2 from Black Sun. I liked Black Sun. I gave it a 4. I blogged, not blog it. Why do I keep saying blog? Dawn, you are not a blogger anymore. You have left that world. You are now a vlogger. You are no more a blogger. You are a vlogger. I vlogged Black Sun in this vlog. You're watching it, you know that. So I might as well just continue to do book 2. Just do it together. And I'm on page 54. I have a feeling I'm not gonna like this book as much as I like the first one. I don't know, I can't say that now. It has picked up where the last book left off. It's like a couple days after the winter solstice, where the previous book left off, and we're really just getting introduced back into the characters again. That's pretty much it. Oh no, I gotta go. Garbage truck, I gotta go, bye. I am filming this on a Monday, even though it's last week, but don't worry about that. Okay, I finished Fevered Star and I'm going to give it a 3. Yeah, I'm upset about it too. I really wanted to love it. I was prepared to love it. I did not love it. And the reason is because one of my issues with Black Sun was that the character development was a little bit lacking. Well, it was even more lacking in this one. Actually, it was like non-existent in this one. There was no character development really. They developed Shiala a little bit. I think the X has a sh sound. She was developed a little bit more, which was great, but Neparo and Serapio were not developed at all. And this book was just all plot and not good plot. It was a lot of this group hates this group and they want to kill this group, and this group found out that they want them killed, and so they're going to go back and kill this group, but then this other group put somebody in this group to infiltrate this group so they kill this group, and then this group is mad because this group tried to sabotage this group. They didn't want to be sabotaged, they would have killed this group. And it was just like this, it was just all of that. That's the whole book. And I kind of stopped caring about it. I didn't pay attention anymore. I didn't care anymore. I was just like, I'm just gonna ride this out because I will not be reading book 3. I'm just not invested in the world anymore. And I typically like politics in my books, but this politicking was just wayward politics. No thanks. So that's another series Dawn is not gonna finish. Add that to the list. All right. See you next week. Bye-bye.